Okay, so good evening, students. Good evening, everyone. So, welcome to 2027 A-level rapid revision, fast track classes for accounting. Okay, so let me introduce myself. I am Vikash, RP Vikash. So, I am your lecturer in regarding this program. Okay, so who am I? Who am I? Most of the students don't know me, okay, because I'm not a famous lecturer in the tuition industry, okay. So let me introduce who am I and what are my qualification and why you need to choose me, okay. First of all, I am a business economics graduate from University of Colombo. You know, University Colombo and the Sri Javadhanapura University are the prestigious universities in order to study the management and finance commerce degrees, commerce related degrees. Okay, and I'm very much proud to say the University of Colombo is the number one university in the Sri Lanka. Okay, and number one faculty is the management faculty. Okay, so I'm very much proud to say I'm a graduate from University of Colombo, specializing in business economics. Most of the students ask, sir, you did business economics and why do you teach accounting? Because because I am a CA Sri Lanka finalist. Okay, you know what is meant by CA Sri Lanka? Chartered accountancy. Okay, I'm a chartered accountancy final stage student, so chartered accountancy finalist. Okay, yet only three more subjects to finish. After that, I'm a fully qualified chartered accountant. Okay, also in the CA Sri Lanka, in the chartered accountancy, I'm a prize winner. Okay, the subject is BL4, Business Environment and Economics. Okay, so on that subject, I'm a prize winner. So what is meant by this prize winner? The prize winner is the Highland First, in a simple terms, which I need to say. Okay, so I think in 2022, in 2022, I would say in March exam, 2022 March exam. Okay, in the 2022 March exam, I won the subject prize for this BL4, Business Environment and Economics subject. Okay, yes. So, why do you choose me? Yes, business economics and chartered accountancy. So, I am double qualified. So, I am teaching the economics for the A level students as well as the accounting. And why do you choose me? Another highlighting point, I can speak English, Sinhala, and Tamil. Okay, I have a very much fluency in English, Sinhala, and Tamil. Not only by only speaking in the O levels, I got A passes for all three subjects on the all three subjects. Okay, so not in the speaking, even in writing, listening. Okay, I have a very high fluency. Okay, so this is an online class. I know it's an English medium class. Okay, all over the country, students will join and my class. Okay, so I know in the A level you are a local students, okay? So most of the students are not well in English. I know that. Okay, I'm in a previous in when I in my all A levels, I'm also that kind of a student. Okay, I'm not good at it very much in English. Okay, in regarding the listening or speaking or writing, yes. But I would say yes, you may have some difficulties in studying in English, but don't hesitate to speak with me. So you might not good at English, okay, but I'm very much good at English. I teach you in fully in English because in the exam the questions will be asked at language in English and you have to use English language for your answer script. Okay, so you can't write the answers at Tamil or Sinhala, whatever your mother tongue is. Okay, so you need to use English language. So, in order to achieve that kind of fluency, you need to have a proper listening and proper reading. Okay, and the proper writing. Okay, but in the class time or after the class time, you can speak with me in your mother language. I'm very much welcome for that. Okay, and I'm also able to explain those kind of stuff at your mother language. Okay, so yes, that's very much about me relating to the class. Okay, so these are my educational and my language qualification that might be useful to you. Okay, so yes, so myself is done. Okay, so I will get to know what is about yourself. Okay, so no need to hurry up that. Okay, so this is me. And another thing is, another thing is, so what is this fast track class? Most of the students, it's a free new introduction session. Okay, most of the students don't have a better idea about what is this fast track program and all stuff. Okay, so I'm here to explain that. So most of the students ask, so what is this fast track program? Okay, this fast track program is specially designed to cover grade 12 and grade 13 syllabus. Okay, entire grade 12 and grade 13 syllabus will be covered under this program. Okay, so no need to worry that. Not the syllabus, also revision papers and past papers. Past papers means 2019 to 2026 paper. Mostly the 2026 paper will be done at last stage of this program because we might get the 2026 paper after the September or October, I guess. Okay, so the 26 paper will be done in the last stage of the program, but don't worry. In this program, you will cover all these things. Okay. So some students are might ask, so is it possible? Okay. So is it possible? කොහොමද පුළුවන්ද මුඩියුමා ඒලුමා. So some most of the students might ask inside this question, okay, is it possible to do these things in a 1 year? Yes, it's possible. Okay, why it's possible? Because I will give you a very much crystal clear plan. Okay, so how you need to study. Okay, so what are the questions you need to attain in order to get a pass in the A levels accounting. Okay, so how do you manage your free time? Okay, so what are the key areas you need to focus on? Okay, so those stuff, those kind of a highly focused ideas will be given in this program. Also, why I am very much sure about this, I can do this whole syllabus at 1 year because I also did that. I also did that. Okay? Because I am a professional rugby player. I am a professional rugby player. I played University of Colombo rugby, okay, from 2022 to 2025, okay, for 4 years. And I am a 4 year correspondent. I'm a first 15 player. In the sports term, most of the students might do sports. Okay, so you know what is meant by this sports? This first 15. Okay, first 15 is the in a simple terms, I would say it's very much highly impactable players. So those players will be playing in the mostly in the 80 minutes of the game. They play around 60 to 70 minutes. Okay, so they will give the more impact in the ground. Okay, so I'm a first 15 players. I'm a first 15 player. Also, I'm a part of a university weightlifting team. Okay, at 2022. Also, I'm a A division club rugby player. A division club rugby player. I played to CH and FC. Okay, in the year 2025 to 2026, which means last year August to this year March onwards. Yes, I played for A division rugby. Okay, so I have I have tackled that sports versus studies. Okay, most of the students think if you do sports you cannot focus on studies, but I have changed this concept to sports and studies. This is my concept. So okay, imagine achieving a highland rank in the chartered, okay, doing a degree in a prestigious university. So going to a University of Colombo, it's not an easy thing. You have to get a very much good high Z score. Okay. Also finish being a final level in the chartered accountancy. It's not easy. You have to study more and more and more. You have to spend a lot time in studying. But also you have to complete these things also. Okay, so you have to play rugby, you have to play weightlifting, you have to practice. So in the field of rugby, in the sports of rugby, okay, just going only to the ground and practicing won't be help you to get a division rugby player name. Okay, you have to spend 3 hours, minimum 3 hours at ground. Not only one day, in a week we have practiced. We got 4 practice sessions in a week. Okay, so now in a week we have to do 4 practice sessions. Okay, even in the poya days or whatever the special days, we have to do the practices. Okay, in addition to that, we have to cover at least 3 to 4 gym sessions. The gym session takes around 2 hours. Okay, so myself, I did in a week 3 to 4 gym sessions around taking 2 hours, and minimum 2 hours of practice sessions. Okay, by doing this, I got that. Like I previously said, the subject prices, degrees, okay, and the CA finalist. Okay, so doing the practices stuff, okay, and in addition to that, studying, it's very difficult, I know, but it's manageable if you do have a correct idea. Okay, and I am very much proud to say, I didn't fail any single exam, even in the chartered or the university. Okay, in my career I didn't fail any exam. Fail means the marks below 35. Okay, and I am very much proud to say, in the chartered you have to get more than 50 marks out of 100. This is the pass marks of chartered, huh? Not 35. And in the university you have to get 40 marks out of 100 in order to get qualified, in order to get a C pass, and this is the pass marks. And I am very much proud to say, my all marks at the chartered and the university will be above 60. Above 60. Okay, attaining above 60 marks in the university and the chartered, it's a very hard thing. Yes. Okay, so I'm not exaggerating myself to you all. Okay, why I'm telling this is a live example you got. Okay, so most of the students has given up their self. I can't study, this is a lot of things, this is a huge burden. Okay, most of the students given up their self like this. Okay, so what I'm saying is you still have the time. Okay, so what you need to do is just get up and just wake up yourself, work. Okay, not tomorrow, okay, not next hour, work from now. Start today, start now, and you will ended up in a very good level. Okay, so yes, and this is me, and this is my qualification, and this will be your program. Okay, so will be a program, entire syllabus, revision paper, past paper. Okay, and in the tute, I think the tutes have been shared in the LMS. Sorry, not the LMS. Tutes have been shared in the WhatsApp group. As you can see in the tutes are very much simple. I want teach students to do memorizing. Okay, so if I memorize thing, I won't get those qualification with the sports activities. My studying pattern is I logically think the theories and I connect those theories with the real world examples. Okay, so that's how I can remember things. If I read a question in my exam paper, I don't go memorize, I don't go and think, so what did I do? What did I do? Not, no, not like that. So when I'm reading the question, I think, yes, this is the scenario I have remembered. Okay, so with that scenario, I generate my answers and write it down. Okay, so this is how my studying pattern is. Okay, so and this is what I'm going to teach you. Okay, not memorizing. I don't encourage to memorize. Okay, because I don't memorize. Okay, I teach students how to get answers by connecting the real world examples, real world scenarios. Okay, so that's how I can generate the answers. That's how I teach, and that's how you will generate the answers in the exam paper. Okay, so yes, okay, so where I was, yes, in the tutes. In the tutes, you can see the tutes are very much summarized. Summarized means there are a lot of charts, lot of tables. Okay, the definition and all the stuffs are very much summarized. Okay, but in the summarized version, I'll teach you what are the important notes, what are the important areas you have to focus on. Okay, even in the summarized schedule, I will teach you what are the important areas you have to focus on. So, as an example, I can say, okay, so this is your whole syllabus. This is your whole syllabus. In the whole syllabus, ignoring the unwanted things, I have given you a short summarized version like this. Okay, even in the summarized version, what I'm going to do is I will teach you what are the key areas you need to focus. Key areas. Okay, so in the big circle, in the big circle, you will ended up by studying only these key areas. So what are the areas we have to focus in order to get a good result in the A-level exam? Okay, these all these theories applicable to the accounting as well as economics because I teach both. Okay, so this is how my studying pattern will be. And another thing, how will be your class going to be? How will be your class going to be? Okay, how will be your class going to be? Okay, so you have to join the WhatsApp group. Okay, as the our admin team mentioned in the personal chats. Okay, everyone has the WhatsApp group link. Okay, so you have to first join the WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group in order to get the updates. In order to get the updates, you have to join the WhatsApp group. Okay, so next thing, the class links will be available only in the LMS, Learning Management System. Learning Management System. Okay, so why do we created this LMS? In order to enhance the efficiency of students. Okay, so imagine, so you have all the links and all the tunes and all the material at the WhatsApp. Okay, so I know most of the students will delete the WhatsApp chats. Why do they delete? Because of the lack of the storage, they might delete the WhatsApp chats. Okay, mostly they might miss if because if they lose their phone, if the phone is broken, they might lose the study materials and all stuff. Okay, so we ended up creating a LMS. Okay, so in the LMS, you will get the tunes, recordings, all stuff. Even in the live class links, you will get in LMS. Okay, so you don't need to worry. You don't need to worry about the links and the all stuff, all the study materials such as live class links, okay, recordings and tunes. All the materials will be available at this LMS. Okay, so how do you access this LMS? How do you access this LMS? Third one, how do you access this LMS? How to access this LMS? Very much simple, okay? You don't have to get complex. I know every student, okay, every student in the class, at least do they have a Instagram account or a Facebook account, okay? So in the YouTube chat, please drop me who doesn't have the Facebook account or a Instagram account. Let me check. No, right? No, right? So all the students have Facebook account or Instagram account. Facebook account එකක් කරි Insta account එකක් කරි නැති කට්ටිය වෙන්න බෑනේ මෙතන. හැමෝම ඉන්නවානේ නේද? එතකොට Facebook account சரி Insta account சரி இல்லாத யாரும் இல்லையே எல்லாருக்கும் இருக்கு தானே எතකොට so you know how to create a Facebook account and an Insta account, right? Simple, right? Giving a username and giving a phone number. Okay, after that you have to verify the phone number, and after that you have to create a password, confirm password, then after you will create a Facebook account or a Insta account, right? So this is the same procedure applicable in the LMS also. Verify your phone number, give a username and give a password. After that the LMS account is created. Very much simple. Okay, so creating LMS account, it's not a complex thing, and we don't charge any extra penny for creating a LMS account. It's a free. It's a free thing. You can create a LMS account. Okay. So students don't need to worry about creating a LMS account. And the website for the LMS account is website for the LMS accounting rpvikash.class.lk. This is the website for the LMS account. Okay. So go to this website, create LMS account, and after that you reach to LMS account, go to the particular course. Do you want to sit for a economics or accounting, whatever the course you can choose. Go to the subject, choose the course and purchase the month. Okay, so this class is starting from June onwards, so you have to purchase the June month. Not July, not May, only June month. Go and purchase the June month. The fees will be 2,500 monthly fees. Okay, go and purchase the June month. Okay, after purchasing you will be given access to the June month, all the study materials. On there you can find the live class links, recordings and the students, all stuffs will be available there. Okay, so even after you have any clarifications, please reach me out in the WhatsApp. Note 71 201 2692. This is my WhatsApp number. Okay, you can reach me out in the WhatsApp number. Please don't call me at the midnight. Okay, because you might scroll the reels, you might talk with your girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever the person you have, but I'm not a person like that. Okay, I want to get up early and I want to go to the gym and I want to do classes. Okay, so after I think 10 p.m. after 10 p.m. after 10 p.m. please don't call me. Please don't call me. Okay, you can drop me a WhatsApp message. It doesn't matter. You can drop me a WhatsApp message. After next day, I will respond that. Okay, and all. If I can't, our admin team will be responded. No barriers to that. But please don't call me. Okay. Yes. So that will be the introduction for the classes, and the class will be the class time. Forward that. Okay, accounting class will be every Monday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and economics class will be every Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, fully on online. Okay, fully on online. Okay, if you miss the class, don't worry, you will get the recordings after the class ends. Okay, all the recordings will be available in the LMS, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so in our LMS we have a, in the live class we created a special thing. Okay, because the live class is connected with the YouTube. Okay, so what you can do is, when I'm teaching, okay, so I know this is Sri Lanka. ලංකාවේ network connection එක කියන එක හරි නෑ. Okay, I also face that issues. ஸ்ரீலங்கால நெட்வொர்க் இஷ்யூஸ்னு சொல்றது ஒரு சிம்பிள் விஷயம். ஸ்ரீலங்கால நெட்வொர்க் சரியே இல்லை. ஓகே, ஸோ if you have any network connection or else power cuts, okay, whatever the thing you have, okay, so let's say for an example, you are watching a live class, okay, you are attending a live class, but after 45 minutes or 50 minutes there is a network issue or a power cut and you couldn't attend the live class after that. So don't worry. Okay, so we have a feature. Okay, you can pause the live class. You cannot skip. You cannot skip 10 seconds forward or backwards. You cannot skip, but you can pause the live class. You can pause it. Okay, after the power cuts or network issue ends, you can re-watch that where you pause that. Okay, so imagine you are watching, after 50 minutes you can pause and you can continue to the 2 hours. Okay, so imagine this is an online class, right? So 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, so most of the students take dinner at the 8 p.m. 8:30 you might take dinner. Okay, so attending the class, and in the dinner the mom is cooking something special, biryani, fried rice or paratha, kottu, whatever the thing you have in the house. Okay, very much convenient to you. Just pause it. Okay, pause it at the middle of the class, go and eat, and after that come and join the class. Okay, you have that feature. Okay, so don't worry about the LMS, sorry, don't worry about the live class. If you miss the class, you can rewatch it by recording. If you want to pause the class, you can pause and continue the class. Okay, and these recordings you will have the lifetime access. Okay, you will have the lifetime access for the recordings, which means, let's say you pay class fees for June. Okay, but if you want to rewatch the recording again in the 2027 March, let's say 2027 March, you have to, you need to rewatch the recording of 2026 June, you can rewatch it. Okay, though you don't have to ask from anything. Okay, simple as that. Okay, yes, so this will be the updates, this will be the introduction you need to have. Okay, after that I think all the questions are done. Please drop me a chat in the chat box if you need any clarifications. I'm happy to explain that. Okay, so as of now, yes, no doubts, which means you are very much clever. Okay, so yes, so that will be the introduction and updates for the class. and after that, we'll have some theoretical knowledge about the accounting. Okay, we'll start from unit A. Okay, so go to your WhatsApp. Okay, go to the group. There is a PDF in the group for unit 1. Okay, please download it, open it. Okay, and I will teach you. Okay, so I will give you 2 minutes. Please have a look on that. So yes, go to the tute number 1, competency number 1. Uh, Analyzes accounting and its purposes. Okay, go to the page number 2, theory notes. What is accounting? So, if you have a print on these theos, just write it down within the brackets. So this is the very first question in the accounting part 1 paper. Okay, if you go to the past papers, okay, your first question will be, what is accounting? What is accounting? So this will be the part 1 question number 1. Okay, so this is the very first question you will get in the accounting exam paper. What is accounting? Okay, so actually what is meant by accounting? We'll see. Accounting is the process of identifying, measuring, recording, classifying, summarizing, interpreting, and communicating financial state information about an organization to enable its users to make informed decisions. I'm reading again. Accounting is the process of identifying, measuring, recording, and classifying, and summarizing, and interpreting, and communicating financial information about an organization to enable its users to make informed economic decisions. Okay, yes, it's a huge, not huge, just 3 lines, but it's a huge in the sense. Okay, so I will summarize this definition again, because in the accounting, you don't have to memorize any definitions. Okay, if you have a core idea about what is this accounting, that will be pretty much enough. Okay, you will get 1 marks. Okay, after you're attending this question. So please take your highlighter. Please take your highlighter and highlight communicating financial information about organization to enable its users to make informed decisions. This is the core sentence you have to remember. Okay, and the key points will be key points will be key points will be communicate financial information, okay, to its users to make economic decisions. Okay, so these are the keywords. I would say keywords. Okay, so these are the keywords you have to just remember. Okay, so if a particular definition have these 3 words, that definition will be the purpose of accounting. And if you get that question correctly, you will get 1 marks. 1 marks mean from 100 you will get 1 marks. Every mark is very much important in the accounting. Okay, you know the accounting will be tested for 400 marks. Part 2 200, part 1 200. Okay, so for out of 400, this will be 4 mark question. Out of 400, for 100, it will be a 1 mark question. එක ලකුණෙන් B ගත්ත ළමයිනුත් ඉන්නවා අප්පා. Okay, ஒரு மார்க்ஸ்ல B எடுத்தவங்க கூட இருக்கான். So every 1 mark is important. Every mark is important in the account. Okay, so please have a what? Please keep in mind. That's the honest advice. I know some students may think lakunu paine. ලකුණු පහයි නම් ලකුණයිනේ 100ට 100 මාක් 5 මාක්ස් தானே அப்ப 100 மார்க் 100ல 1 மார்க்ஸ் தானே பரவாயில்ல. Most of the students say like this, just 5 marks, just ignore it. Why do I in out of 100 it's only 1 marks? Don't bother it. So most of the students say like that. But remember, every mark is very much important. Okay, more so some students more for some students this very 1 mark is important in order to get A marks. Okay, so students who have 74 marks, okay, this 1 mark is very much important in order to get A pass. Okay, even this 1 mark can decide your Z score puta. Okay, so don't ignore even a 0.5 marks. Okay, every mark is very much important. Okay, so this will be the value of every 1 mark. Okay, so don't ignore a mark. Okay, so in the exam paper, when we doing the model papers or the past papers, I will teach you how to attain the questions, okay, and how to write the questions and all stuff. But just for the time being, please remember every 1 mark is very much important. Okay, so yes, this will be the definition of accounting. So you can now, sir, you told me to don't memorize things. You will teach you by using the real world example. So how you can remember this example of accounting definition? Okay, so you can use this real world example. Remember, you are the person, you, okay, you are a person, and I would say you are willing to start a clothing shop. Okay, we'll give a name to the clothing shop. Clothes store. Okay, so you're willing to start a clothing shop, and you invest money to invest 1 million rupees to the clothes store. Okay, so yes, you have invested money and you have started the clothing store and you are going to run it. Okay, after 1 year, what you expect? Profit, right? Think like logically. What you expect? Profit. We are expecting profit. එහෙමනේ මොනවාරි දෙයක් ඉන්වෙස්ට් කරාම in return what you need, okay, profit, right? So ஏதாவது ஒரு விஷயத்துல இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணா அதுக்கு ரிட்டர்ன் உங்களுக்கு என்ன வேணும்? Profit. Yeah, simple. You expect profit. So how do you calculate profit? That's a very question. That's the next question. How do you going to calculate the profit? Okay, by adding up 1 and 2 minus 2 and 3, no, right? So in order to calculate your real profit, you need to do accounting. So please remember, every organization in the world needs to have a accountant. Okay, so you calculate the profit by using accounting. Okay, after that only, okay, so this year I got for 1 million, you got profit around, we would say 200,000 profit. Okay, so after that you would like think, yes, for 1 million I got 200,000 profit. Okay, so if I invest more, I can enhance the technology, I can bring up a very good fashioned clothes, yes, I can gain more profits. Okay, you are going to think like that. You are going to think, do I need to investment more, or do I need to reduce the investment, or do I need to shut down this clothing store? So those are the decisions you are going to make after you calculating the profit. Okay, so we say you came up with the decision of invest more on clothes, get some fashionable dress and run the business. Okay, so You is the person is user. You are the user. And this profit is the financial information, and this is your economic decision. See, you are the person, the accounting is communicating the financial information. Okay, the accounting is communicating the financial information to you in order to make the economic decisions. So this is the main purpose of accounting, and this is why accounting is important in the every organization. Okay, if you don't have a very good accurate accounting, you can't calculate the profit accurately. By future, in 2 or 3 years later, you have to shut down your your business, because you don't have a very proper accounting method. Okay, so remember, every organization does needs to have a very good accounting process. Okay, so every organizations do need to have a accountant. In the current era, accounting is very much automated, like QuickBooks, Clicks. There are a lot of softwares applicable applied to the accounting. Okay, so accounting is very much automated. The accounting procedure is very much simplified in the current era. Okay, so even though it's simplified, the reason for the accounting, why do we need the accounting? The reason for that doesn't change. Okay, so remember, every organizations need accounting because of this. Okay, so yes, this is the notes for what is meant by this accounting, and I will give you some time. Please have a note on it. Okay. Okay, students. So hope you guys note it down. Yes. Okay. So next, the key terms. Next, we move to the key terms of this accounting. What are the key terms? First key term, financial transactions. After that, recording, classifying, summarizing, interpreting, and communicating. Okay, so those will be the key terms of accounting. Okay, so it's a chain, students. It's a chain, it's a connected process. The financial transaction is an early stage of recording. After the recording, we have to classify the transactions. After classifying, we have to summarize. After summarizing, we have to interpret the transactions. After interpreting, we have to communicate the transaction to the relevant period, relevant people. So, what is meant by these financial transactions? Let's say, what is meant by these financial transactions? The day-to-day transaction in the business is the financial transaction. No hard definitions. The day-to-day transactions, which means, for an example, we can say you pay salary to the employees, salary to the employees, and you purchase your sales. Okay, so if it is a clothing store company in the last, as we discussed in the last class, sorry, not the last class, in the last example, if it is a clothing store, these are the transactions, these are the day-to-day transactions occur in the business. Okay, so those transactions is the financial transactions, but remember those transactions have a numerical value. Salary pays to the employees rupees 80,000, purchases rupees 100,000, sales rupees 150,000. Those transactions do have a value, Buddha. Okay, so imagine the transactions like this. Your employee have demotivated today. Your employee is demotivated. The owner felt sad. Okay, let's say your employees cried today. Okay, so those things also transaction, but those are not financial transactions. Okay, so the crying, felt sad, felt happy, felt motivated, demotivation, opportunity cost, those things will be, those things won't be included in the financial transactions because those things doesn't have a value. Can you say I felt motivated rupees 100,000 rupees? No, right? The employee cried around 50,000 rupees. No, right? You cannot give a numerical value to those transactions. So, okay. So, if you cannot give you a numerical value to the transactions, those transactions are not financial transactions. Okay. So, please remember that. After that, after the financial transactions occur, you are going to record these financial transactions in the books. Okay. So, sir, the books means the textbook you are writing? No. So, not in the supermarket, you might not see, but if you go to the Dam Street or Main Street or the Hal Mudalali, some in the Petta, you might see some wholesale shops, right? The huge rice shops, fish shops, okay? So, on those shops, they will have a book, okay? So, what they will have a book like this. Okay, so they will have a book like this. Okay, so there is a sheet. In the sheet, they have given this name, and we have to write the number, the description, and the price. After that, the total, and they will give a seal like paid. Okay, so this will be a paper. Okay, so this is a bill, and below that they will attach a carbon paper, and they will have a copy after that. Okay, so there are some stores that are even now using those bills, right? So you are going to purchase a 1 kilo rice or salt or whatever the things in that store. What that Mudalali does is they will write those transactions. Yes, you purchase 1 kilo rice, you purchase 2 kilo rice. Okay, okay, so they write it out and sum it up and tear it and give it to you. Okay, so that is the books puta. Okay, first the transactions occur. You purchase things, and those purchases will be recorded in the books puta. Okay, what are the things you have purchased? Books, and they will give the bill. Okay, so first the transactions will occur. After that, you will record those transactions. After that, what you are going to do is you are going to classify those transactions. Classifications means, yes, there are expenses, sales, revenues are out there. Okay, so if you have purchased something, those things needs to be as a those things will be an asset or an expense. You have to think like that. So you are going to purchase a table for the clothing store. The table is not a purchasing table is not an expense. Okay, the purchasing a table which is a asset. Okay, so that will be a asset. You have to classify. Does that is an asset or an expense or income? Likewise, we have to classify things. Okay, after the classification, you have to summarize. Summarizing means you have to create a profit and loss statement. Profit and loss statement. Okay, so in the profit and loss statement only you will be having a net profit. Okay, so you record it and you classify it. After that, summarizing like profit and loss statement or financial position. Okay, so profit and loss statement or financial position. Okay, so the financial position, those things, the profit and loss statement, financial position, those things will be discussed in the future, so you don't have to worry about that. After classifying things, you have to summarize it. After summarizing, you have to interpret. What is interpreting means? You have to calculate profit and give definition. Okay, so after preparing the P&L, you have to calculate the profit. Yes. So this year I have got 100,000 worth of profit. Yes, I got 100,000 worth of profit. So last year I got 200,000. For compared to the last year to this year, the profit is decreasing. Okay, so what should I do that? So what are the prevention activities I have to do? So those things will be the interpretation, Puta. So you compare things, you give the definitions. Okay, this is the thing, this is what happens. So this is how I have to prevent. Okay, so these are the future activities I have to do. So those things will be interpretation. And communication, like I said, communication means you have to communicate the data between the users. There are a lot of users in the accounting data, like owner, employee, manager, society, government. There are a lot of users. You have to communicate the financial information to users. Okay, so this will be the accounting process. This will be the accounting process. Hope you got that. Okay, so please note it down. Please note it down in the tute. Okay, I think there's a small space in the tute. Please note it down in the tute. We'll move to the next chapter, next portion. Okay, so next move to the evolution of accounting. Okay, so accounting is not a modern invention. Its tools stretch 1,000 years into history. Okay, so then it's not a history class. Okay, so the evolution of accounting is given to you to enhance your knowledge. What is meant by this accounting and how this came from? Okay, so this evolution of accounting came from the ancient times, which means 300 BC, so 3000 BC, birth of Christ. After that, Roman Empire. This came from after the Roman Empire at 1494. Luca Pacioli, and after that, Industrial Revolution. 20th century and modern era. Now, now we are in this modern era. Now we are in this modern era. Okay. So now the accounting has been fully automated. Okay, not fully automated. I would say fully automated. Okay, because the after the technology came, automated. After the AI came, fully automated. Okay, what you have to do is just enter the transaction. That will enough. It will ended up by creating the financial transactions. Sorry, financial statements like P&L and financial position. Okay, so after the AI came, accounting is fully automated, and yes, so this is the modern era first. But the person who invented the accounting is this, which means double entry system. He is the person who invented the double entry system. Okay, after that, before that, in the Roman Empire and the 3000 BC, there was accounting. Okay, but on that time, the accounting was just note things down. Okay, these are the expenses, these are the revenues. Yes, so those will be the things. So those are the accounting before this person came, before this burger came. Okay, so if you if your financial positions, if your balance sheet are not balancing, he's the reason. Not me, not you. He's the reason. Because of this person only, the double entry came, the double entries came. After the double entries, all the things have created. Before that, before this person came, okay, there were only just noting down things. Yes, these are the expenses, these are the revenues, these are the things, this is the profit. So before that, only the noting down things is there. After that, only those things happen. Okay, industrial revolution. After the invention of double entries, the financial statements and all the things came. Okay, but in a modern era, yes, still the double entry is there. The double entry will be continued for the future 100 and 200 years. No change on that. But in the modern era, all the accounting process is fully automized after this AI came. Okay, but student may ask, sir, yes, the technologies came, yes, the AI came, yes, and do we have jobs if we study accounting? Because after the AI came, there are very big companies, very big companies doing the layoffs. Okay, so they are adopting the AI, which is a very good thing. Okay, which is a very good thing, and they are doing a very much layoffs. Okay, so student may ask, I'm doing accounting and I'm hoping to continue my career in accounting. Do I have jobs? My honest opinion is yes and no. Yes and no. Why? Why? If you study the accounting properly, you will have the jobs. If you didn't study the accounting properly, you don't have the job. Study and didn't study means not in the A levels, Puta. Okay, so after you did your A levels, you have to continue the career studies in CA or SIMA or ACCA, whatever the platform you can choose. Okay, but if you are thinking to finding a job in here, it's a question mark. No, those things put are fully automated. Okay, nowadays after the AI came, only the financial transactions will be happen. This will come straight away. All these things will be done by the AI, Puta. So only the small organizations like in the wholesale days in the PETA and those organizations, they also came across with the advanced technological tools. But if you hoping to do these things in the accounting, those things are automated. You don't have any career growth. But the communication thing, Buddha, cannot replaced by the AI. Like, yes, I would say most of the businessmen don't have a proper knowledge about the accounting. But if you are a person, you are the person who advise those huge rich people. Yes, sir. Invest those money into these areas. So these areas, do you have to focus in these companies? You don't get the profit. So please sell those shares. So if you are a person giving the financial advisors, financial analysis to the person, to the businesses, then you are the person, Puta. Your role cannot be replaced by the AI. Financial analysis, those are, we need, AI cannot do the financial analysis itself, okay? So human needs to do the financial analysis. Okay, so my honest opinion is yes, in order to do the financial analysis, you need to have the AI knowledge and the interpreting skills and the experience. Okay, and also the proper accounting knowledge. Okay, so there are a lot more, Puta. Auditing, okay, and accountant roles are very much less now, but auditing, financial analysis, financial consultancy, so those areas cannot be replaced by the AI, Puta. So, okay, so for those areas, there is a huge package on the corporate market. Okay, huge package. Okay, so your hard works will be paid off when you reach the top level, Puta. So, okay, so yes, so that is the idea of being automated by the AI and the jobs in the financial market to the accounting. Okay. So yes, and this era, just what you have to worry about is this person. This is the person who invented the double entry system. But rest of the things, I would say in this portion, the evolution of accounting portion, just read it. That's very much enough. Okay, you won't get any questions in the MCQ or part 2. Any questions in the exam you won't get, so don't worry. Just read it to gain your knowledge. That's enough. Okay, just remember this is the person who invented the double entry system, so that's why we are calling him as a father of accounting. Okay, so yes, so that's it. That's pretty much for today. Okay, since this is the first class, I don't want to take 2 hours of time. Okay, so yes, this is my class, and this is how the class will be going. Okay, so this how I will teach for the rest of the years. Okay, so this is how you will study until 2027 August. Okay, so yes, Puta, and so that's it. And before wind up the class, I would say Still, this is a free session, absolute free session. Still, if you are thinking to join my class, so again, I'm writing my WhatsApp number 071 201 2692 and my website rpvikash.class.lk. Okay, contact me through the WhatsApp, or else you can uh, go to the website and see the details. Okay, the class fees and the classes, all things will be there. Okay, so yes, if you have anything to clarify, okay, regarding this program, please reach me out. Okay, and I'm very much happy to answer those questions. Okay, so that's it, and I'm very much hoping to see more numbers in my class. I'm hoping to see a very good numbers. Okay, very large students in my LMS. Okay, I'm very much happy and excited to teach you all towards to this 2027 A level. Okay, so that's it, and very much thanks for joining. Okay, and we will see you next Monday. Okay, thank you.